Welcome back to the garage, grease monkeys and gearheads. It has been a while since I put up some content. Had some changes, got to talk to you guys about it, and finally had some free time and energy to get out here and do some stuff. So as you can see, the normal spot for our 944 Turbo up on the lift, getting work on it like usual. Putting water injection on it. Have the kit over there on the table, and I had to pull the exhaust manifolds off and the crossover off to the turbo. I've been dealing with some spool issues. If you guys have watched the videos, we've done a lot of work to this engine. It's camshaft, bigger turbo, a bunch of other stuff. I originally had this thing down to about full boost at 3,200 RPM, and then the last time I had it all apart to do the upgraded cylinder head and camshaft, put it back together, and I have not been able to get it back down to that. So I pressurized smoke checked my exhaust, found a bunch of leaks, had to pull it all off. I have it on the bench to show you guys some stuff. The sad part is these cars are going on 30 plus years old now. I don't care if you don't hear the exhaust leak, if you don't think yours is not leaking. It is leaking. If these things crack, they go through a million heat cycles with its turbos, and they're old. They're old. And I've been a professional technician for 20 years so far, and I'm usually pretty good at fixing stuff. I did not hear these exhaust leaks. I can only visually see them by pressurizing the exhaust and either spraying it with soapy water or using smoke in there to find it. So for anybody that's saying theirs doesn't leak, I can almost guarantee you by now they are. Unless it's an aftermarket one, made real nice, it's almost guaranteed to leak. So I have my exhaust set up over here. This is block off plates on everything, the up pipe, the headers, the wastegate pipe. You can get this kit. It's got O-rings on the back side. You can't really see them because obviously I have it installed. But you can get this kit at 944 store. It is made by M44 Performance. And it's a really good kit. It's really good to assemble your full exhaust system. You could pressurize the whole system, see what's leaking, and you might even be able to fix it. It comes, like I said, it comes with O-rings on the back of these. It comes with O-rings to fit your joints so you're not using crummy old exhaust gaskets. And the kit works, and I suggest anybody trying to make power out of a 944 Turbo, take your exhaust off and do this. If you're not, you're leaving spool on the table and you're just being stupid. So definitely take the time, take it off, check it out. I'll show you guys what I got going on here. Let me turn the air on. You can watch some Faster with Finnegan. So we just put a little over 50 pounds of air in that exhaust. Don't hear too much, right? You think, oh, if there was a crack, it'd be screaming. Watch this. This is just soapy water in a spray bottle. Look at that bubbling up. That flange is shot. It's got a crack in it, bubbling like crazy. The cylinder one runner, I can hear a leak, but I haven't been able to find it. I've sprayed the exhaust. Obviously, you should probably take your wrap off if you're doing this, but I haven't found a leak on this one yet. But it's there. I can hear it. That's bubbling away like crazy. The other one I found is right in the crossover. If I spray around over here, there it is. There's a crack in the crossover. You can see it bubbling up down here. So that's two major leaks that I've seen. I haven't finished spraying the rest of this thing. There may be more. Yep, there's another one on the up pipe right there. So just for reference, this exhaust system I got off a buddy. It had 40,000 miles on it. And you can see it is leaking. Leaks there, leaks up here. That's all spool you're losing out on. I'm sure if I keep spraying, I'll find more. So right now, you can see getting this exhaust stuff off is pretty invasive. The top of the engine has to come off so you can get to the up pipe on the side of the turbo. The headers have to come out. It's a big pain in the butt to work on because, like everything on this car, it is 10 pounds of shit squeezed in a 5-pound bag. So I do suggest you guys do it. Get it off, check it. This is all spool that I'm losing, and I'm sure once I figure out a fix for this, whether I weld it or I don't really know where I'm going to be yet. I'm kind of dead in the water till I figure that out. I'm willing to bet I can get this big turbo to spool around 3,000, 2,800 RPM, which would be awesome. Full boost at that, this thing's going to be an animal. So you're looking at a 400, 450 horsepower car with spool 2,000 RPM on up. It's going to be sick. So get out there, check your exhaust. A lot of people, a lot of Ren listers, stuff like that, they think these turbos are too big, or they think a turbo is too big because it's not spooling quick. It's because you're using 30-year-old exhaust, dude. It's cracked. It's seen the end of its service life. This thing has been through a million heat cycles. And this kit makes it super easy to check this stuff. So typically 25, 30 PSI this thing sees it while it's being used on the car. Obviously I pressure tested a little bit higher than that, but it's still bubbling away, and the pressure's dropped down to about 40 now. So there's problems, and I got to figure out how to fix them. But that's basically the quick little update. I know you guys all checked out my last video on the carbon fiber intake tube that's going to be going here. I'm still working on that. That actually was a lot more in-depth than I thought. There's a lot more that goes into making stuff like that, so I am in the process of learning. And once I get that squared away and I get the materials that I need, which again was more than what I thought, I will continue that video and post you guys up the findings. But for now, I'm kind of leaning towards how to fix this stuff, and then I'll revisit that carbon fiber pipe. So hope you guys are doing good with your cars. Oh yeah, so I also wanted to show you guys the other problem I have. So when I got this 40,000 mile exhaust, anybody that's in the 944 turbo world knows these are notorious for cracking up at the flanges. They almost all do. I sent them out to a shop that will remain nameless and had them weld all the way around the flange to kind of reinforce it so it wouldn't crack. Well, unbeknownst to me, when the guy welded it, he did not have it bolted to a jig or any kind of heat sink, and these flange faces warped. So when I was taking it off, I didn't know these warped. I was taking it off, all my exhaust studs were tight. I was pretty happy about that, but then you start looking at the exhaust gaskets, you can see that black up there is a leak. On both sides it's leaking, and this side is usually it like bonds to the head with the blue stuff that's on there, so that's pretty bad. This one, same deal. Not as much on this side, but the blue side's leaking. That one's not too bad. A little bit up here. This one's pretty bad. So those leaks on the exhaust, my exhaust manifold gasket's leaking. I was still able to pull out about 3,600 RPM full boost. But obviously there's issues that I need to square away and get it taken care of. So I'll keep you guys posted. Sorry I haven't posted more videos. I try to get out here and do this, but sometimes time and energy is not there. But appreciate everybody that watches, appreciate everybody that follows, and I will catch up with you guys in the garage later.